Right now, there is a voice in your head. It is not mine, it is yours. It has been talking since before you can remember. It never sleeps first, it never runs out of things to say, and you have never once been alone with it, because it is you. Now here is the part that ruins people. Not everyone has one. Try this. Do not say it out loud. In your head, silently, say your own name. Did you hear it? Your voice, your tone, saying your name in a room that has no sound. Most people just heard it perfectly, and some people heard nothing at all. Not quiet, not far away, nothing. The way a question in a language you do not speak means nothing. Here is the strange part. Nobody in either group knew. Because how would you check? You have spent your whole life saying things like, I told myself to stop. I heard myself say it. There was this little voice, and everyone nodded. Everyone always nods. They had their own words for their own inside, and the words matched, so nobody ever looked closer. You have been standing next to people your entire life, using the same sentences, describing completely different things. Here is something stranger. Think of the last message you got from somebody you know well. A friend, a parent, someone whose voice you could pick out of a crowded room. Now read that message again in your head. You did not hear your own voice, did you? You heard theirs. The tone, the way they pause, the little thing they always say at the end. So the voice in your head can leave. It can become other people. It has been collecting them your whole life. One more. This one is faster. Close your eyes for 2 seconds and picture an apple. Go. Some of you saw it. Red, round, a shine on one side, maybe a stem, maybe a bite already taken out of it. And some of you saw black. Not a blurry apple, not a faint apple. Nothing. And those people grew up thinking picture it in your mind was a figure of speech, like a saying, like something nobody actually meant. They meant it. Now think of one person, someone close, someone you have talked to almost every day for years. You have no idea what happens inside their head when they think. You never have. You have watched their face while they made a decision, and you assumed it looked like yours does on the inside. It might be silent in there. It might be a room full of pictures. It might be something they have never had a single word for, not once in their entire life. And they assume the same thing about you. That is the closest two people ever get. Now, if you do have that voice, sit with this for a second. When you say, I told myself to calm down, who told who? There are two of you in that sentence. One who speaks, one who listens. And you have never once questioned which one is really you. Now try to turn it off. For the next 10 seconds, think nothing. No words, no sentences. Just stop it, starting now. How long did you last? 2 seconds? 3? And then it came back, probably to tell you that you were failing at thinking nothing. You cannot leave the room. You cannot ask it to be quiet. You cannot get a single minute alone. Not one in your entire life. And it does something else. It has conversations that never happen. In the shower, you win an argument you lost last week. In the car, you say the perfect thing to someone who is not in the car. You have rehearsed entire conversations with people who will never hear a word of them. Some of them with people who are gone. And that voice does all of it in their exact tone. It answers back as them. It knows what they would say. That is not imagination. That is you, keeping somebody alive in the only room you have. You already know what it sounds like at 3 in the morning. Everyone is asleep, the room is dark, and it picks a night from 6 years ago and plays it back in full. That thing you said, the way your voice sounded, the look on their face. It does not do this to hurt you. It does it like it is helpful, like it is reminding you of something important. And you lie there and let it talk. You would never let a person speak to you like that for 8 hours straight. But this one is not a person. It sounds exactly like you. So you believe every word. Here's the thing about that voice. It was not there when you were born. It got built out of a sentence a parent said when they were exhausted, out of a teacher in front of a whole class, out of someone you loved when they were angry and did not mean it. You heard it enough times that it stopped being their voice. You started saying it yourself. And after enough years, you forgot who said it first. That is the trick. It does not feel like a memory. It feels like the truth, because it is coming from inside. Here's how you can tell it is not being fair. Think about your closest friend. Picture them failing at something, badly, in front of people. Now, in your head, say to them exactly what your voice says to you when you fail. Word for word, same tone. You cannot do it. Something in you refuses. You would never speak to someone you love the way you speak to yourself. Not once, not even close. And you have been accepting it from yourself for years. The strange part is that it feels normal. It feels like being honest with yourself. It is not honesty. Honesty would sound the same in both directions. But it is not always cruel. Sometimes something goes wrong and a different sentence arrives. It is okay. You can handle this. You have done harder things than this. That one was handed to you too. Somebody said it to you once when you needed it, and you kept it. Maybe a grandparent, maybe a teacher who noticed you, maybe somebody who is not in your life anymore. You do not remember every kind thing that was ever said to you, but that voice does. It kept them. So both of them are in there, the one that cuts you and the one that catches you. Both were given to you. Both are in your voice now. The only difference is which one you have practiced more. And there are moments it stops. You have felt them. A song where you forget you are listening. Running when the counting stops. Something you were so far inside of that you looked up and an hour was gone. No commentary, no score, nobody grading you. And that is the strange part. Those are usually the moments people describe as feeling most like themselves, the moments the voice was not there. So here is the last one. The next time that voice says something about you, and it lands, and it is cruel, and every part of you agrees with it, do not argue with it. Just ask it one question. Who taught you to say that? And then wait, because sometimes a voice goes very quiet when you ask it where it came from. The voice is yours now. That part is real. It will be with you for the rest of your life. But you are allowed to know that you did not write everything it says. Some of it was handed to you, and you have been carrying it around in your own voice, believing it was you the whole time. Now you know it is in there, and you just heard yourself think that.